performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby, and today we are back in Hydroneer. And yes, I say back in because I did do a video on this. I did like a quick look at a year or two ago. But yeah, Hydroneer's had a big update. It's now got fishing. There's 8 different fishing rods you can unlock, and a whole bunch of new fish you can catch. These are not, by any stretch of the imagination, all of them. These are just the ones I'm keeping at the moment. Yeah, and we're here in my factory, which is built basically to be the most compact and efficient factory in the universe. It takes not very long to get a nice $1 million gold bar, and in fact, to get 2 of them. I need 1 more $1 million gold bar, and I'm going to make a necklace out of them. But yeah, they've added, like, onyx is now a thing. Let me just compact all these. So yeah, you can get onyx as a rough gem now. It's incredibly rare, but really fun. And yeah, there's been a whole bunch of new stuff added. But one of the things I get asked the most is... Sorry about that. Yeah, one of the things I get asked the most is, where the hell did I find all 6 artifacts? So yes, we've got the chalice, we've got the broken sword, we've got the arrow, we've got the telescope, we've got the crucifix, and the skull. And alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. But yeah, I have a few screenshots I've posted of just the collection of the 6. And a lot of people have asked, you know, where the hell do you find them all? So I thought it might be interesting to just show you where the hell they all are. But we're going to take a quick look at the factory first, because quite frankly, I'm very proud of this. Like I said, this is just designed to be efficient and to cut down on lag as much as possible. So we've got basically 32 ram drills up here at the top. I don't know if you can see it or not, but they're all sitting on little blobs of dirt over on the edges. And then 32 Goliath drills down bottom. They feed into a very straight belt. They just go up a hill and down into the resource grinder, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Now you see I've got the 2 angly things cutting that off so that it doesn't plug as easily. And yeah, from there it's straight out into the sorters. I've actually got some logic gates things on here so I can see how much of each resource has passed through it, since I basically fired the factory up the first time. And yeah, we've got... God, the iron is ridiculous. You can get so much iron so fast in this. I figure I literally get... Yeah, it's almost $2 million bucks now. What's $1,822,000? Yeah, I pretty much get... like any individual... Whoops. I always slide off the edge of that, and I don't know why. Yeah, between like gold and iron, I have a tendency to get basically... Oops, that was really, really, really badly done. You know, I get like 10 or 15 nuggets per second on each one of these with absolutely like no lag at all. Well, at least on my computer I get no lag. Now, if you don't know about the logic stuff in this game, basically these are rigged to a number. So this basically is a sensor that checks the wear on the electric filter. This is the water filter, that's the pressure boost. But yeah, it checks to see how much wear the thing's got on it, which is a function performed by this thing, I believe, as well. Yeah, so that's at 81, that one's at 73, that one's at 73. And the way I've got it set up is basically, that checks the wear and it feeds into the greater than switch, basically. So A is the number 30, which I set with the little calculator pad. B is the wear on this, and if B gets lower than A, it tells it to fire a spanner from the spanner gun, which basically repairs it. And I've got all the filters set to that, and I've got my resource thing also set to do that. So you can load those with up to 20 spanners each. If you've unlocked all the blueprints, which does not take very long, especially with this factory, yeah, you can build your own repair things. Generally, I keep a couple of iron bars over here, and I don't have any at the moment. But yeah, you can see I've got some iron kicking around. I can cut one of those in half, fire it up, and basically just make a couple of repair kits. So when these get down under 10, I generally refill them. I think the only one that goes through any at all, hardly, is this one. And it does not go through very many. It's really, really efficient and quick. So I haven't actually built my house yet, so I'm going to run out, grab a nap, we'll catch up to daytime, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's another glorious day in Hydroneer. Now, basically, the way this whole system works is I've got my water and my electric running over here to the electric water pump. That was just to jumpstart the whole thing, don't ask. And yeah, basically the power and the water gets sucked into here. They run under the floor. I know I didn't put a door on this wall because I wanted the workbenches here. But yeah, they come in over here-ish. They run in under the floor, and then they're kind of parallel underneath of the floor. It goes through the filters and down, and then it comes back up into this where it splits into two. Now I've got the conveyor belts and the resource grinder on that one. So if I want to turn, I want to keep the conveyor system going but turn the dirt off and clean the system out, it makes life just so much easier. And all the drills are on this one. We'll get some dirt coming through here. And yeah, I've got another one outside for if I want to unload the excavator. It just runs up through there and then it drops in on the end of the conveyor belt, essentially. Blops into there. So we'll let this get running for a second. Oh, it's so loud. But yeah, we'll have pretty much a steady stream of dirt coming in. It all goes, whoops, I know I fell. It all basically gets fed through here and drops in. And I mean, it's not a perfect system by any stretch of the imagination, but it's about the most efficient one I've ever seen. And then we're going to be getting, about yay many resources, constantly. And I can leave this thing running for a couple of hours without any issues whatsoever, which is effing amazing. And yeah, if it starts to wear down, it'll fire itself, heal itself up. Apart from an occasional clog or a screw up with, something will get lodged up there and I'll have to clean it out. But for the most part, this is just a self-sustaining system. And it's perfect. And if I need, if there is a clog up here, just show you what I'm talking about, I can come down here, and because I have them separate, I can turn all the drills off and just wait for the dirt to stop. Okay, I've not really built this for climbing on it, but yeah, we'll just wait for all the dirt to stop. And there it goes. Yeah, and if there was something clogging this up, I just unplug it, or unclog it rather. There we go. And turn it back on. And there we go. This is a very efficient, you can see, I've got all these resources where these things are just ticking, well, they will be in a second. They're just ticking by like crazy, and I've got no lag. I'm just running around, amazing frame rates, enjoying my life to the fullest. Yeah, okay, well, there. But anyway, this is my factory. This is the setup I devised. If you can think of any suggestions or more logical ways to do this, I'd love to hear it, because I am always looking to improve things. Now, what is my Onyx up to now? I meant to check this. We've got... Alright, it's almost 60,000 bucks, that thing. That's nice. Yeah, if I haven't mentioned it before, the one thing I love about this system is it only takes... that was autosave, not lag, by the way. But yeah, it doesn't take long to actually build up a gold bar. Usually a lot of people consider $1 million gold bar to be, quite an achievement and a lot of work. Well, so far, I've got 2 of the damn things, and I'm just waiting on the 3rd so I can make a necklace out of them. But yeah, I'll have this. It takes about 140,000, we'll say, gold nuggets to make $1 million bar. And as you can see at the rate we're climbing, it will not take long to get to 140,000. So, alright, there. I got that out of the way. I feel better. Now, okay, that being said, I do have the locations for all of the artifacts marked on, they're on 2 or 3 different saves. But yeah, I'll go through them and we will check out every artifact and I will show you where to find it. And give me a second, I'll be right back and we'll be over at the first pit and I'll show you how to get those ones. Okay, I'm back. Here we are at the starter pit. This is the Ember Cradle. And I mentioned earlier the cave thing. Well, the cave is over here, if you're wondering. Yeah, right behind here. Now, if you can find 4 artifacts and drop them on these posts, 1 on each post, something cool will happen. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to do the spoiler on that. But yeah, it's entirely up to you. Like I said, I'm one of the people that I enjoy having the artifacts, like a full collection, more than I do the reward in the cave. But, maybe you're the other way around. Maybe you want the reward in the cave. Oh, I got the pole on this one as well. Okay, well, anyway. So I've actually taken this one and cleaned it off. I've been planning this video thing for a while. And here is everything that you can find in the first pit. And the sword is located right about, if you find the bit where the ground curves, like right there, and you go about halfway across, you'll get the sword. Now, can I get back out of this freaking hole of despair? Yeah, the sword is there, and then over here in this end, right about, in fact, if you're digging around underground, you can just kind of follow that little channel at the bottom. You'll see the, the telescope. Now, you might not know about this pit, it's actually 2 pits. Oh, you know what? I'm stuck. I'll just unstuck it. There you go. Yeah, there's a second pit over here. And this is what I was talking about, getting the fishing rod free if you've been playing for a while. I think I was talking about it on this one. I've done a couple of takes on this video. Anyway, yes, because I've been playing a lot, I have this thing. Anyway, second pit is over here. Now, basically all there is in this one is this bag of seeds, which is green. Oh, no, there's 2 bags of seeds over here. I stand corrected. Yeah, there's a green one, a purple one, and there are a few bags of seeds over here. I think there's probably... There's a couple of green... No, I guess there's 3 greens. Anyway, yeah, if you do the seeds, and quite frankly, I have never been able to work out how to make them work. You can find them here anyway. But yeah, there you go. There's artifacts 1 and 2. Off to the second pit. Okay, here we are, Mildew's Aquifer. And yeah, this is the one that has all the water. It's actually underneath of it. And the third artifact is down here in the water, and it's right there. It's the chalice. So yeah, this one's really easy to find. You just take your excavator and grind your way down and head kind of vaguely that way. But yeah, there you go. There's artifact number 3. And off to the third pit for the slightly more complicated one. Okay, new save game. We are here at the third quarry. This is the Direct Quarry. And the object we are looking for, you can actually find... Sorry, it took me a while to figure out where it was. But yeah, it's right here. Now, the easiest way to locate this one is basically by the contours of the ground. So if you start by this... If you kind of start with your back to this big rock right here, and you look out over the quarry, you will see there's like this little thing here that's sort of pointing straight ahead where you want to go. And then you want to find this little square indentation inside this indentation and dig right there on the corner of it. Now, you might have to dig around a little bit once you get to the bottom, but yeah, it's basically right there. And this one is the skull, I believe it was. I don't know if I left it down here or if I'd already picked it up in this one. I think I'd already picked it up. But yeah, it'll be right here under this. So, not that difficult to find, but it's a little bit more... Whoops. I can't even remember how to get out from down here. Yeah, it's just a little bit more complicated because you kind of got to go by geography rather than, like I said, find the little nubby thing and look for the square indentation, dig straight down, root around a little bit, you'll have it. Okay, that being said, let's go to the fourth and final quarry and go back to my original save, and I will show you how to find the last 2. Okay, we are back on a different save. We are here at the South Hope Quarry, and yeah, the artifacts here are really the most difficult by virtue of the fact that this place is so massive that if you don't have at least a general idea where to look, you're going to be here a while even in an excavator trying to figure it out. But the first one's actually pretty easy. It's over by this tree here. As you can see, it's right here. Yeah, it's kind of between that tree there and that little tree right there. It's at the point of this particular triangle. And if you need the geography of it, you're basically looking for this little curvy river bit and then sort of dig there. But yeah, it's directly under where I am. This will be the arrow, I believe it. Yeah, this is the arrow artifact. And again, not that complicated to find. It can be a little bit tricky because you kind of got to go by the geography. But yeah, it's got kind of the curvy bit and the bump there. And again, you can kind of find the general area at least just by lining yourself up with these trees. Now, that being said, I'm going to go to the original save and I will show you where the 6th and final artifact is. Okay, we're back on the home save. I have apparently, when I had my little issue earlier with the resources clog, I didn't realize it was quite this bad. I'm definitely going to have to clean the yard up. But yeah, if you wonder why I built my ramp over here by this tree, which, I mean, does not seem even remotely logical, particularly with the excavator you're trying to get up and down it, I basically did it because that spot where the arrow was is kind of right here-ish. So yeah, you got the big swoopy thing, you got the lump, and when I dug the ramp down, I basically plowed right into it, which is perfect. Now, the other one, I actually cut the hole on purpose just so you could see where it is. But it's kind of lined up with the top of your driveway here. I don't know if it makes sense, but it looks like there's dark lines here, and it's kind of along this line right here. And you basically need to go over to by where you're looking at that rock. So we'll head this way. And hopefully I don't miss it by too much. Nope, perfect. Lined it right up. So yeah, right by that rock and along the line of the driveway. And there you go. There is the final artifact, which I actually is my favorite. It's the cross. But yeah, that's the location of artifact number 6. And there you have it. Hopefully that was an easy to understand guide, or at least it'll help you by giving you the general area of where you can find all 6 things. And you too can have your own complete collection, or you can actually go figure out what the secret of the cave is. I'm going to leave that one up to you, though. I personally, like I said, I like the artifacts, and me and old Yorick here, we like hanging out. But yeah, I hope you guys liked Hydroneer. I am actually debating doing a series on it now that the fishing is a thing, because it is just so much easier to make early game money now. And it doesn't take long to unlock the poles. And once you get up to the 8th pole, you can basically print money. You can make, $1,000 like nothing. And, that lets you get a couple drills going, and then pretty soon, before you know it, you are... in fact, I will show you, but we'll end on this. I will show you the setup I started with to start making money. Okay, here we are back at the start at the Ember Cradle. This is actually the setup that I put together for my very first... Whoops, I'll get under the pipes. It's not a very efficient one, but it works. But yeah, this was just to kind of make quick money so that I could save up and buy the big quarry and build the big place. And I managed to make, $300,000 or $400,000 on just this one little setup. And it was really easy to start with because I was basically... I had, I think, like one thing going into a resource grinder, and then I was just sitting here fishing the whole rest of the time with my level 8 pole. And yeah, you can make a fair bit of money really quick, so I am thinking I might do a series, or at least a special, and just take a look at the fishing and how it all works and how you unlock the poles and stuff, and see if we can't get a factory up and running, and I don't know, maybe. Like I said, I'm debating it. Again, this was not what I intended to do today. I was going to play Hydroneer, obviously, but I was going to do that later on my own. Yeah, I had a massive computer issue this morning, and just completely and utterly screwed up my plans for the day. So between fighting with that, it killed half my morning, and then half of my games are missing. I think I know where they are, but they're not available to me at the moment. And yeah, I was sort of desperate for, something for a video today. And Hydroneer, well, hopefully it fit the bill for you. But yeah, as always, I have been Digby. I thank you all for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this little special at Hydroneer, and if you play Hydroneer, I hope it helps you. And I hope to see you for the next one.